Hello, my name is Mrs. Palmer. I am your student's Math 7 teacher. I just thought I would take a minute and introduce myself, and then also I wanted to show you how to navigate my Canvas classroom, because that's where the students will find everything they need for Math 7. So let's go ahead and take a look here. When your students log into Canvas and then they go to their 7th grade math class, this is what they're going to see. You can see that this first module that pops up is a Welcome to Math 7 module. We have already taken care of that module. There's nothing that they need to do there. The second module that you come to says Math 7 Course Readiness, and this module is full of some assignments that will give your students some extra practice on basic math skills that they should have already mastered before coming to 7th grade, but many of them have not. And unfortunately, with math, some of these skills need to be mastered in order for them to be able to make progress on future topics. So I gave your students a test. I gave them a Math 7 pre-course test, and you will find in their grade book all of these topics listed. And next to the topic, you are going to see a score of either a 0 or a 3. If they got a 3 on that topic, that means that they are proficient in being able to do that math skill. If they got a 0 on that topic, it's going to show missing in the gradebook. You'll see a little flag by it. That is a topic that they need some extra practice with, and then they can retest and show me that they now know that skill. Okay, we're only going to do one extra topic a week. I don't want to overload them, and I'm also going to try and pair some of these topics with some other things that we're doing during the week. But for this week, the extra topic that they need to be working on is decimal place value and rounding. They need to be able to round to the tenths and the hundredths and the thousandths. And so when you look in My Weber and you go through the list of all of these topics, if they have a 0 out of 3 on this topic, the place value rounding topic, they're going to come to this Math 7 Course Readiness, and in here you will see I have 2 video links, and number 1 says watch both of the videos above. They showed me that they did not know how to do this on their test. And so the only way that they're going to learn how to do it is to actually watch these videos, to watch the instruction. And then after they have watched the videos, they are going to do 2 things. There's an ALEKS assignment called place value, and then there's also this rounding extra practice. So when they click on this, it's going to bring up some practice problems for them for rounding, and then below that you can see I also attach the answer key, so that will help them to be able to practice rounding so that when they come to do the retest, they're actually ready for it. This year my class is all about learning and practice, and then students being able to show what they've learned. And I keep telling my students that every single day, like they have to do their part in the learning, and they have to do the practice. That's how they're going to be successful. So if you could help them with that at home as well, making sure that they're not skipping the instruction videos and trying to go right to the assignment, that they're actually spending the time learning what they need to before they go to the practice. Okay, so this week's extra topic is decimal place value rounding. A lot of students who were on track today had some time in class to work on that and take the retest. I would love it if all of my students have been able to retest on this topic this week. So look for that at home. And then as we scroll down even further, this multiplication drill, I'm going to show you this too. This is something that we practice every day in my class. Multiplication is something that they should have mastered before now, but many of my students still don't know their times tables very quickly, and it is causing other things to be hard for them. And so if they know their times tables, it's going to make dividing easier, it's going to make fraction operations easier. It's going to make decimal operations easier, like changing fractions to decimals and decimals to percents. Like all of it involves knowing your times tables. So this is a quiz that they can practice as many times as they want. They can take it and then grade it, and then they can just click on give me a new quiz. And this is something that they could practice every single day until they're getting a 100% consistently on these quizzes. Okay, the next module that we come to is the comparing and ordering rational and irrational numbers. This is the module that we are working on this week. We started it last week. We're going to continue it this week. And then by the end of next week, the students will be ready for their first test on all of these topics. When I give the students a module, I will always give them resources, things that they can look at to help them as they're working through the module. So as you click on these links that say SR, that means student resource. You can see I've given them a vocabulary list. So as they come to words that they don't understand in their assignment, they can always click on the vocabulary list. I've given them a numbers chart that will help them with being able to classify real numbers. I've given them some extra videos, like if they're not sure how to classify numbers, rational or irrational. Here's a couple of extra videos besides my instruction videos that they can look at. They're just some additional resources. And then I've given them some images to try and help them to understand some of the vocabulary words. So just know with every module there will always be a student resource section. And then you can see as we scroll down, number 1 says VL1. The VL stands for video lesson. So video lesson 1, classifying real numbers. They should have done this assignment on September 10th. Okay, you can see that it's marked September 10th. So they click on the assignment, and then it says watch the classifying real numbers video above. Click the next and complete the classifying real numbers ALEKS assignment. So after they watch the video, they have to watch the video first. They're going to click on the next, and then that will take them to their ALEKS assignment. Now this video that I've provided here, this is an additional help video. This is a video to help them with being able to do their ALEKS assignment. I pulled up problems exactly like they'll see in their assignment, and I worked them out for them. So hopefully this is helpful. After they've watched both videos, or any of the instruction videos that I've sent for them, and they've tried the assignment on their own and they're still struggling, please know that I am here to help them, and I can help them during class, I can help them before school. We have a tutoring lab available for them right after school. So if you want them to stay after school, we have our math tutors available to help them. And then from 2:35 to 3:15, I am available to help them again. And we also have den time. They can be requested to come in my den time, or we have a math tutoring lab during den time. So there's lots of chances for them to get help. But like I've told the students, I need them to do their part first. So I need them to watch the videos. I need them to try the assignments. And if they're still having a hard time, please, please, please encourage them to get some additional help. Okay, now any of the assignments that say ALEKS, the ALEKS, in order to complete this assignment, they're going to need to log into their ALEKS account, and they all have one. They all have an ALEKS account, and I've given them their logins. I don't think I have any students that are still having trouble logging in, but if your student says they can't get onto ALEKS, please let me know and I will send you their login. But in order to do these ALEKS assignments, they have to log into ALEKS. So let me show you really quickly what that looks like. Okay, so when they log on to ALEKS, their screen, their login screen is probably going to look a little bit different than this. I haven't actually gone through and taken the tools tutorial, but right over here in the left-hand corner is the menu bar. And so when they click on that menu bar, there's going to be a list of links that show up, and one of them is going to be called assignments. And when they click on that assignment list, they're going to have all of these assignments that pop up, and then they can click on the one that they need. The assignment titles in Canvas match up exactly with the assignment titles in ALEKS. So it's really easy for the kids to know which assignment they're doing on which day. Okay, so after they do an ALEKS assignment, they need to take a screenshot of their report showing that they've completed it at 100%. They can redo any problems that they miss on the ALEKS assignments until they have them correct, and I actually need them to do that because, like I said before, this class is all about the learning. So please have them complete their ALEKS assignments at 100% and then upload their screenshots to here. Okay, so where this says classifying real numbers ALEKS, that's the place where they are going to submit their screenshot. And I think that I've shown all of them how to do that, but if your student is still struggling with that, please let me know. I did want to show you, yeah, I think that that is all really. So they are just following this order in Canvas. So if they happen to miss school, they can always just come into Canvas and do whatever the class is doing for that day. So yesterday we did the video lesson converting fractions to decimals and decimals to fractions. Yesterday they were supposed to work on converting fractions to decimals in ALEKS. Let me show you that really quick. So you can see I'm back in ALEKS, converting fractions to decimals in ALEKS. So they complete this at 100%. They take a screenshot of it, and then they upload it to Canvas on this link. Okay, and then today we did the converting decimals to fractions. So I hope this is helpful. Just know that all of the flags that you're seeing in the gradebook that say the 0 out of 3, those are just the extra topics that they need to spend more time learning. We will get to all of them throughout the course of this quarter, so it's nothing to stress about. And then also I will let you know when they get behind or when they're missing things. But if you're having any questions at all, please feel free to email me. You can call me. I'm available every single day after school from 1:50 to 3:15. And so I would be happy to talk to you about anything that you need. I actually have 3 kids of my own. I have 2 teenage sons, and then I have a daughter who's 10. So I know what it's like to be a parent of teenagers and to sometimes not know what's going on. So if you're having any questions, please just let me know. And yeah, I look forward to getting to know you and your student better.